And as an example, I want to give you a story and share with you a story of Leymah Gbowee. Leymah was a Liberian woman whose story actually echoes that of Mary's song. See, in the early 2000s, Liberia was caught in brutal civil war. Entire communities were wiped out, women and children abused and displaced and living in terror. And Leymah, she wasn't famous. She wasn't powerful. She had no political connections. She was just a social worker and a mother. And like Mary, a woman who had absolutely no reason to believe that she could change the course of history. Bothered by all that she was seeing, all that she was experiencing, she decided to gather a group of women together, of Christian and Muslim women. And they started to pray together for peace. And that prayer and those prayers turned into marching. And that marching led to sit-ins. And those sit-ins led to a protest in white t-shirts outside of the presidential palace. And they refused to go home. They refused to remain silent. Their movement grew so strong and so visible that eventually it forced the warring factions to come together at the peace table. And they would not let those men leave until an agreement was signed. And that courage brought an end to the war. And Leymah Gbowee won the Nobel Peace Prize. And as she reflected on her journey, she said something very deep, very profound. She said, "You can never leave footprints that last if you are always walking on tiptoe." Think about that for just a moment. You can never leave footprints that last if you're always walking on tiptoe. She refused the tiptoe kind of peace, the kind that stays quiet, that stays polite, that stays safe. She took bold steps, risky steps, gospel-shaped steps. And it kind of sounds like Mary, doesn't it? Because Mary was not tiptoeing through her faith either. She stepped fully into God's call. She stepped fully into courage, fully into a vision of a world made right. See, her song is not a soft whisper. It's a declaration. A revolution in poetic form. It is a dangerous song in the midst of a very dangerous time. Mary didn't tiptoe, and because she didn't, her footprints, her yes, has reverberated across the centuries.